We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Guys, welcome back with Dark Helmet, the Transformer and Sci-Fi Pig. What's going on, Helmet? Oh, Helmet up in the cuddle bed. Got some lettuce in there. We're ready to talk Transformers, aren't we, Helmet? So we got another one we had in the back for a while. This is from Transformers Kingdom, War for Cybertron Trilogy. This one is a bit larger, and we've got Rodimus Prime. Yeah, this one just barely fits in there. It kind of doesn't, but there we go. With a Rodimus Prime box right there. This one we did have a problem when we got this one. So we got this one new, and when it came, his yellow wing shield piece was actually broken inside the box, and we contacted Hasbro. Hasbro said, we can't do nothing about it. We don't have any more in stock. We don't have parts that we can even send. So it's kind of like I got stuck with it, and I had to make do and fix it myself. Yeah, thanks a lot for that one, Hasbro. Really nice. But yeah, it's time to get this one out of the box and finally do a review on it. And Helmet is looking forward to this one. Here we go, guys.
We'll know when we get there, kid. Let's just hope it's friendly.
So here we go with our Rodimus right out of the box. This is how he comes in his Cybertronian car form, and this is also how the big yellow wing on the back got broke because Hasbro decided to pack it like this with no way to protect it. Nice job, Hasbro. But let's go ahead and get at his trailer.
Autobots, transform and roll out!
And there we go with his trailer attached, looking very much like he did in the movie. Pretty cool. The side panels pop up, so when you pour them together, nothing gets broke. And he also does have a working hatch in the back with little pistons that do move up and down. Not bad looking. Let's go ahead and put this on there, a little smoke accessory. And you can also port it onto his car as well. Now let's take a look at that trailer. Let's go ahead and pop it open. Let's go, Tommy. Today, we're getting paid by the hour. So everything just kind of ports down. The back pops up. There's an extra gate that you got to fold out. And that whole red piece in the back actually does fold down. And Tommy never does fold it down, and I just don't know why. Slacking right there, slacking. He also comes with the gun that's in the middle. He's got a front down port right there that folds down. And he's sitting there, instead of pulling up those exhaustings, he's just pushing on the side panels. He's lucky he didn't break anything. There you go. See? Wake up and get the job done right. You gotta teach these humans everything. They just don't pay attention. But there we go with Rodimus' trailer, and there's his gun. It folds up, ports up, got some nice ratcheting joints in there. That's what you want to see with something that is Commander class. Will we see the same throughout the rest of the figure? Knowing Hasbro, I would say no. But since it's the first time I've actually gotten this out, other than fixing the wing, I haven't really checked out to see what he comes with. The port peg that's on the bottom of this gun is very weak and does not want to port in very easy. It's a pain, but it just rolls up. I just don't understand what Hasbro does with some of this stuff. They really just don't take everything into consideration at all when they're doing these things. But he's going to finally get it in there, right? Get it in there? Is it in? Finally, it's in. Now we can finally move on. He does come with blast effects. There are plenty of them. You can see that they are semi-transparent, so you get a nice light source behind it, and they will glow spectacularly with the lights dimmed down. Looks pretty good. I love those blast effects. And here we go with our Rodimus in a stationary pose. Not bad looking. He looks very much like he did in the movie. This thing is like origami though, and is a huge pain in the ass to transform. Here he goes next to Studio Series 86 Cup. So you can see there is a big size discrepancy, and Hot Rod was the same size as Cup. Rodimus can get down to a pretty decent kneeling position. You could also see that his hands open up, so it's not just closed fists. Not bad.
How?
And let's take a look at some of those joints. So he's got a double knee right there, but both of them are a little bit on the weak side. He's got a turn at the top of the thigh, and he's got these little skirts that lift up. That just lift up the leg. There you go. And the skirts roll out of the way so you can get him into more positions. They've done that on other figures and wisely included it. He's got a waist turn. He's got some head movement right here, so he's got a base neck that rolls back. And then the head is on a ball, but the head is so tight to the collet end, it doesn't turn much. He's got some movement in the arms, but once again, the top of the shoulders are restricted by the way everything ports in together. So you don't get as much movement up in the shoulders as you do down in the elbows. He also has rockers down on the feet, but these things do not rock all the way out. They keep pushing back up. A lot of problems. Here we go with Rodimus, and he comes with a sword. So we got him in a bit of a pose right here. You can see that one back rocker is just folding up on itself. And here he goes with his gun. You can get both hands on both ends of the gun so you can hold it. He also has enough balance to be able to get into a running position with the extra blast effect on the end of that heavy-ass gun. I'm surprised he was able to do it. Here goes another shot with a much heavier blast effect. Now, unfortunately, this one is so heavy, it was really difficult to get that arm to stay up. So if I lift it up there, there you go. It just falls right down. There are no ratcheting joints in this guy. Commander class. This is the same problem I have with Optimus Prime from Studio Series 86. No ratcheting joints.
I'd hope never to see it again.
Here we go with his chest opening up. You can see that the Matrix is there. And of course there is a light up effect for the Matrix. Pretty cool. I like that as well.
This is the end of the road, Galvatron.
And here we go with a size comparison between Rodimus and Galvatron. You can see how much taller Galvatron is compared to Rodimus. This is a huge miss. They were the same size in the movie. How do you make them that much shorter? Here we go with Rodimus on his deck, firing away with his cannon. You can also take the cannon and separate it from the base and use it as a standalone weapon. Here is another problem right here with the trailer. It does not port all the way back together. No matter what you do, you cannot get that thing to fully port. He does, however, have a little storage container underneath where you can put some of the blast effects, but granted, you can't put all of them in there because some of the blast effects are so big they will not fit in there, and there really is not enough room in the trailer with the gun to be able to get those blast effects in as well.
Come on, guys, he's just shook up a little.
And here we go with our final thoughts and wrap up on this War for Cybertron Kingdom, Rodimus Prime. While he looks very good and looks very much like he did in the movie, there are huge misses in the way of articulation. There are no ratcheting joints, so a lot of the joints on this thing, after transforming them a few times, became incredibly weak. This is terrible. The head, even though it's on a ball, gets in the way of the collets that are on the side of his figure. If that thing was sitting up just a little bit higher, he would have got a lot more head movement. The shoulders, the way they're designed and the way everything ports into the back absolutely limits the shoulders from getting into some really good poses. Then we get down to the rockers in the feet. Those things just rolling up on their own absolutely limits what you could do in posability of this figure. Then there are the smoke effects, which originally were supposed to be blast effects, like we've seen Hot Rod and Rodimus in the Sunbound cartoon use as a weapon as well. His exhaust on those were like a weapon, and he fired with them. These on the box are shown to be the same translucent blue as the rest of the blast effects, but instead they're black and they look like smoke. There are way too many takeaways on this figure. Even though he looks good, he's a little bit short. The posability is lacking. The rockers are bad. There's not enough head movement. No ratcheting joints, and the trailer doesn't port back together. Way too many problems for this one to give it a really good score. Even this port on the back of this leg does not click in. The best we can give this one, a 7.5 out of 10.
Till all are one!
Transformers.